Hi students, welcome to Sankalp Study Success. I am Tirupati Rao. Today I am going to explain about IUPAC nomenclature of organic compounds. IUPAC nomenclature of organic compounds. Right. We know that carbon can form a million organic compounds. Carbon can form a million organic compounds. So the name earlier the name of organic compound is given from its sources. In earlier the name of organic compound is given from its sources, like formic acid. What its formula? HCOOH. So this acid is produced from its source. The source of this acid is ants. So in Greek, formic means ants. In Greek, formic means ants. Okay. Similarly, methyl alcohol. What its formula? CH3OH. So it is produced from wood. So similarly, acetic acid, oxalic acid. Similarly, acetic acid, CH3COOH. So it is produced from vinegar. So in Greek, acetus means vinegar, right? So in earlier, the name of organic compound is given from its sources. That names are said to be common names. The common names of these million organic compounds are remembered very difficult. The common names of these million organic compounds are remembered very difficult. And the one compound having different names in different countries, and also one compound having different names in different countries. So all this difficultness is removed by IUPAC nomenclature. సో వివిధ దేశాల్లో ఒకే కాంపౌండ్కి వేరు పేరు ఉండేటప్పుడు మనం అదే కాంపౌండ్ని కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవ్వడం కష్టమవుతుంది. ఇదే కాంపౌండ్కి వేరే దేశంలో ఒక నేమ్ ఉంటే ఒక దేశంలో వేరొక దేశంలో ఒక్కో నేమ్ ఉంటాయి. కాబట్టి ఈ డిఫికల్టీని అంతటిని తొలగించడానికి IUPAC నామన్క్లేచర్ అనేది ప్రపోజ్ చేశారు. రైట్. What is IUPAC nomenclature? IUPAC means International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. సో అన్ని దేశాల కెమిస్ట్రీ సైంటిస్టులు సో దీనిలో ఉంటారు. సో ఇంటర్నేషనల్ యూనియన్ ఆఫ్ ప్యూర్ అండ్ అప్లైడ్ కెమిస్ట్రీ. సో IUPAC నామన్క్లేచర్ రూల్స్ని బేస్ చేసుకుని ఈ ఆర్గానిక్ కాంపౌండ్స్ యొక్క నేమ్స్ అనేవి పెట్టడం జరుగుతుంది. సో వాట్ ఈస్ IUPAC? ఇంటర్నేషనల్ యూనియన్ ఆఫ్ ప్యూర్ అండ్ అప్లైడ్ కెమిస్ట్రీ. సో అకార్డింగ్ టు దిస్, one organic compound containing same name throughout the world. According to this, one organic compound containing same name throughout the world, right? So what is the IUPAC nomenclature? What is the IUPAC nomenclature rules? So IUPAC nomenclature rules containing mainly three parts. One is word root, prefix, suffix. Word root, before part of word root is said to be prefix. After part of word root is said to be suffix. Prefix again classified into secondary prefix, primary prefix. Suffix again classified into primary suffix, secondary suffix. What is that? So IUPAC nomenclature mainly containing three parts. What are that? Word root, prefix, suffix. What is prefix? Okay, before part of word root is said to be prefix. After the part of word root is said to be suffix. So what is the after part? What is the before part? Listen to me. So prefix again classified into primary prefix, secondary prefix. Suffix again classified into primary suffix, secondary suffix. So this is word root. These are prefix. These are suffix. Right. Okay. Right. Here word root represents the number of carbons in carbon chain. So number of carbons in carbon chain. Okay, number of carbons in carbon chain. It indicates the number of carbons in carbon chain. Right. And okay, what is word root? Word root represents the number of carbons in carbon chain. Suppose one carbon is present, that is meth. Two carbon is present, that is eth. Three carbons are there, prop. Four carbons, bute. That not but this is a bute. So if the compound containing 5 carbons, that is pent. If the compound containing 6 carbons, that is ex. If it is containing 7 carbons, eft. 8 carbons, oct. 9 carbons, non. Oct. So non. 10 carbons, dec. 11 carbon, undec. 12 carbon, dodec, tridec. Similarly, tetradec, pentadec. So equus. 20 is equus. Right. So this is the word root. Word root represents the number of carbons in carbon chain. In carbon chain, right. It represents the number of carbons in carbon chain, in main chain, right, in chain, in parent chain. So what is parent chain? That we will discuss later. So number of carbons in carbon chain. Next goes to primary suffix. Suffix. What is suffix? Okay, suppose we can take in compound like right. This is a compound. Right. How to give its nomenclature? So here number of carbons in the carbon chain. How many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the numbering also is given from right or left. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Both are same per bromine. Right. So this is the numbering. Alright, it is containing how many carbons? 6 carbons. That is what its word root? Eggs. So that is the word root. And next suffix. Primary suffix. Here the suffix again classified into 2 types. Primary suffix, secondary suffix. Primary suffix represents the nature of hydrocarbons. Here hydrocarbons again classified into 3 types. Saturated, 2 types, saturated, unsaturated. Saturated is like a single bond, C single bond C, that is alkane. Unsaturated is like a C double bond C and C triple bond C. C double bond C is said to be alkene, C triple bond C is said to be alkyne. If the carbon chain containing all are single bonds, that is said to be ane. Its primary suffix can be represented as ane. If the carbon chain containing one double bond, that is ene. If the carbon chain containing one triple bond, that is ine. Right. So that is the primary suffix. Primary suffix indicates the nature of hydrocarbon, that is saturated or unsaturated, right? So nature of hydrocarbon, right? Saturated C single bonds A, right? It sends 3. It sends 3 letters A, 3 in I, right? So here all are single bonds, that is ane, hexane, right? This is the word root. This is the word root. This is the primary suffix plus, right, hexane plus secondary suffix. Secondary suffix indicates the functional group. Secondary suffix indicates the functional group. So here so many functional groups are there. So carboxylic acid, what is functional group? Functional groups containing some heteroatoms with carbon. Okay, functional group is a group that containing carbon, hydrogen and with some heteroatoms. Some heteroatoms like oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, all these are. So each functional group is a group that is containing carbon, hydrogen and some heteroatoms and gives us some characteristic properties. Each functional group is having some characteristic properties. Okay, right. Now, okay, this is suppose alcohol. So alcohol, cyanide, different characteristics. So ఇది మొత్తం ఇస్తే ఆల్కహాల్ అనేది సైనైడ్ అనేది మనం తీసుకుంటే చనిపోవడానికి అవకాశాలు ఉంటాయి, రైట్? సైనైడ్స్. సో డిఫరెంట్ క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్ ఉంటాయి, రైట్? సో స్మాల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, రైట్? అండ్ ఓకే, secondary suffix indicates the functional group. Here so many functional groups are there. What is functional group? Functional group is a group that is containing carbon, hydrogen and some heteroatom and it is having some characteristic properties, right? Here COOH, here this is containing carbon, hydrogen and some heteroatoms like oxygen, right? Here carbon and here carbon is present, bond means carbon present. Some heteroatoms like here similar, same halogens also, right? Here COOH, its name is carboxylic acid, but its secondary suffix, how can write? Oic acid. Okay, if it is so that will discuss later. Secondary prefix SO3, that is said to be sulfonic acid, its name, and its secondary prefix suffix also sulfonic acid. COOR, that is ester, so its secondary suffix name is O8. COX is said to be acid halide, so its secondary suffix OL halide. CONH2 is said to be amide, its secondary suffix name is also amide. CN, cyanide, its IUPAC, its secondary suffix is nitrile, this is nitrile. NC is said to be isocyanate, its secondary suffix is carbylamine. Similarly, CHO is aldehyde. Okay, what its first letter, what its first 2 letters? All. So that two letters can be taken as secondary suffix, all. This is ketone. What its last 3 letters? One. So that 3 letters can be taken as secondary suffix, one. Here OH, that is said to be alcohol. So what its end of the 2 letters? Ol. That can be taken, ol. So that is the ol is the secondary suffix. And SH, so in the oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, all are cis group elements. Okay, if the sulfur is substituted in oxygen position, in oxygen place, that is said to be thio, right? So OH in the O place substituted by S, so that is thiol, alcohol. Similarly, ol, thiol. So and NH2 is said to be amine, so its secondary suffix also said to be and its secondary suffix is also said to be amine. ROR is said to be ether, so its secondary suffix is alkoxy, alkane, right? This is epoxy, that can be leave it. So secondary prefix can be discussed later, right? Okay, this is the secondary suffix. Secondary suffix represents the functional group, right? Next goes to prefix. What is the prefix? Previous term. Okay, previous term of word root. Before the term of word root. So this is the before the term of word root prefix. So prefix again classified in two types: primary prefix, secondary prefix. So primary prefix, secondary prefix. First of all, we will discuss about secondary prefix. So secondary prefix represents substituents or side chains. Okay, secondary prefix represents the substituents or side chains, right? So what are that substituents? Suppose if halogens can be taken, chlorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. So what its name? Chloro. If F is taken, chloro. Cl is taken, chloro, bromo, iodo. So similarly that way, in this way, right? If R is taken, if R is the side chain, like R means alkyl. So alkyl, R means alkyl, alkyl. So what is alkyl? If one hydrogen is removed from alkane, that is said to be alkyl. If one hydrogen is removed from alkane, that is said to be alkyl. Suppose alkane, what is formula? CnH2n plus 2. So suppose if one is substituted CH4, C1, 2 1 2 plus 2, H4, CH4. This is said to be alkane, like methane, one carbon, methane. If one carbon is removed, one hydrogen is removed from alkane, like CH3. So here also we can write. So this is said to be alkyl, alkyl. If CH3 is said to be methyl, similarly, if 2 is substituted, C2H, 2 2 4 plus 1, C2H5, ethyl, ethyl, ethyl. So similarly, we can take in 3, C3H7. So that is said to be propyl. So that is the alkyl. So OR is said to be alkoxy. Suppose OCH3, that is said to be methoxy, methoxy, methoxy. So if OC2H5, that is said to be ethoxy. Okay, in this way, right? Okay, OR is said to be alkoxy. NO2 is said to be nitro. NO2 is said to be nitro. NO is said to be nitroso, right? So all these are substituents. So the substituents or side chains are taken as secondary prefix. And next goes to discuss about primary prefix. Primary prefix. What is primary prefix? Primary prefix indicates cycloterms, simply cyclo. That is the cyclo. Okay, our primary prefix also represents the nature of carbon chain. That carbon chain is straight chain or cyclo or bicyclo or spiro. What is that? N. N means all carbons. Suppose all carbons are present in straight line. Suppose CH3, CH2, 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 right? CH3. Here how many carbons are there? 6 carbons. What is word root? 6 carbons, eggs. So all are containing a single bonds. So that is ane. What is primary suffix? Ane, hexane. So here all the carbons can be present in straight line. Its primary prefix can be taken as N. N, normal alkane. So here all the carbons are present in straight line. So that is said to be normal alkane, N, hexane. So that is N. So in some of the compounds, these are said to be, these all the carbons are present in a ring structure, like cyclic structure. What its prefix? What its primary prefix? Cyclohexane, right? So this is the primary prefix. Word root what? Eggs. What is primary suffix? Ane. What is primary prefix? Cyclo. And what is secondary prefix? Here secondary prefix are substituents. Here bromine is substituent. Here OH is a functional group. Right? OH. If OH is there, what its secondary suffix? Ol. So that can be written ending, right? Ol. So what its position? 1 vol, 1 vol, 1 vol. So that is the secondary suffix, vol, oh, whole. So here secondary prefix, what is secondary prefix? Br is present. What its position? 4, 4 bromo, 4 bromo, cyclohexane, 1 vol. Or see here 4 bromo is the secondary prefix. Here cyclo is the primary prefix. Here X is the word root, N is the primary suffix, and vol is the secondary suffix. So this is. So organic compounds containing these terms: secondary prefix, primary prefix, word root, primary suffix, secondary suffix. So some organic compounds must containing word root and primary suffix, word root and primary suffix. Remaining remaining like secondary prefix, primary suffix, secondary prefix, primary prefix, and secondary suffix may or may not be present. Suppose we can take in which are must be present. Word root and primary suffix must be present. So remaining like a secondary prefix, primary prefix, secondary suffix may or may not be present. Suppose we can take in, right, CH3, CH3. What its word root? How many carbons? 2 carbons. Eth. So how many, right, how many carbon? 2 carbons. It is a single bond. What its single C single bond C? What its primary suffix? Ane. Ethane. Right. Okay, here only word root and primary prefix are there. Remaining are absent. So what is that? So the organic compounds containing mainly this secondary prefix plus primary prefix plus word root plus primary suffix plus secondary suffix. But some organic compounds containing only word root and primary suffix. Remaining are may be or may not be present. May or may not be present. Right. Next, here 2 or more functional groups are present in one organic compound. Suppose CH3, CH2, CHOH, CH2, COOH. Here 2 functional groups are there. One is COOH, another one is OH. Right. Here COOH one functional group and OH is another functional group. COOH and OH. So in this case, one of the functional group act as a, one is act as a functional group, another one act as a, another one is act as a substituent, another one is act as a substituent. So next we will discuss about functional groups priority. So in functional group priority, what is the first functional group? COOH is the first functional group. So here, so this is the functional group, this is act as a substituent. So okay, what it's okay, if OH is functional group, what its name? Vol. But it is act as a substituent, that its name is hydroxy. Hydroxy, this is the secondary prefix. Secondary prefix represents the substituent. So some of the functional groups is also act as a substituent and also functional groups. If the compound containing 2 or more functional group, one functional group is taken as main functional group and remaining functional group can be act as a substituent, right? So in this case, OH act as a secondary prefix, COOH act as a secondary suffix, right? What its name? Okay, that we'll discuss later. So if these are functional groups, its secondary suffix means functional groups. If these are act as a functional groups, its secondary suffix name is this. That is discussed already over. And if it is act as a secondary prefix, like this example, what its name? COOH, carboxy, SO3H, sulfo, COR, alkoxy carbonyl, COX, halocarbonyl, CONH CONH2 carbamyl, CN cyano, NC isocyano, CHO formyl, C double bond O oxo, OH hydroxy, SH mercapto, NH2 amino, ROR alkoxy, right? This is acting as a substituent. So epoxy, it is present, that can be epoxy. So this is the main structure of IUPAC nomenclature. What is that? Secondary prefix plus primary prefix plus word root plus primary suffix and secondary suffix. Now I am writing functional group priority of functional groups. If the compound containing two or more functional group, so which is given for first priority, right? So first of all COH and next SO3H and next like CO, right? COR, C double bond OR means COR, and C double bond OCl and C double bond ONH2. C double bond OCl means COCl, COX. C double bond ONH2 means CONH2. So all these are carboxylic acid derivatives of carboxylic acids, right? Next aldehyde. Next goes to next priority is given for cyanides, C triple bond N, and next given for NC isocyanate, cyanide and isocyanate. Next given for aldehydes and ketone, aldehyde and ketone. And next, so these are the triple bond groups. These are the double bond groups. How to remember? First of all is carboxylic acid, next is carboxylic acid derivatives, next is triple bond groups, next is double bond groups, next single bond groups. What are the single bond groups? So alcohol, amines, RNH2, right? Ether, ROR, all are single bonds. ROH, RNH2, ROH, R bond O, R bond N, ROR, all these are single bond compounds. This is the single bond compounds. Next priority is given for nitro, and next group given for double bond, next last given for triple bond. So this is the functional group priority. Okay, how to remember? Here thio ROH and RSH also, thio alcohol, right? RSH. So this is the functional group priority. How to remember this functional group priority? First is carboxylic acid. This is the carboxylic acids. Next one, derivatives of carboxylic acid. All these are derivatives of carboxylic acid. For example, CONH2. How to produce? This is the derivative of carboxylic acid, like carboxylic acid COH. So when it is treated with ammonia, here H and OH can be removed by H2O. So what happened? What is remaining? CONH2. This is the amide. So this is the derivative of carboxylic acids. All these are COR and like COR, COOH plus alcohol, ROH. So this H and OH can be removed. What happens? COOR. So this is the ester. All these are derivatives of carboxylic acids. So first priority is given for carboxylic acids. Next priority is given for derivatives of carboxylic acid. And next priority is given for triple bond compound. What are the triple bonds? Cyanide and isocyanide. And next priority is given for double bond compounds. What are the double bond compounds? C double bond O, aldehyde. C double bond. Okay, here both are same. C double bond which aldehyde? C double bond O, C, both sides C, that is ketone. Aldehyde and ketone, that are double bond compound, double bond groups. Next given for single bond groups. What are the single bond groups? Alcohol, ROH, thioalcohol, RSH, amines, and ROR, ethers. So this is the single bond compounds. And last one, nitro group, and later double bond, triple bond. Okay, in double bond and triple bond. So which is the first priority given? Double bond. Next given, last one, triple bond. So this is the functional group priority. Now I am going to explain about IUPAC nomenclature rules in functional groups, some functional groups. Right. Now I am going to explain about some IUPAC nomenclature of some functional groups. Like, so first functional group we can take an alcohol, ROH. What its name? Alcohols. Right. So CH3OH. So its common name is methyl alcohol. Okay, common names are not important. IUPAC is important. So methyl alcohol. So according to IUPAC, what its word root? It is containing one carbon, meth. So it is containing a single bond, N, primary suffix N, methane, plus it is containing OH functional group. So secondary suffix, what is secondary suffix? OH means whole. So one whole. So this can be written as, so if one is present, ఒకటి ఉన్నా లేకపోయినా ఒకటే కాబట్టి how it is also said to be, so if functional group is added to the primary suffix, E is removed. So how to write? Methanol, right? When functional group is the name of functional group is added to the primary suffix, E is removed, E is dropped, right? Methanol. So similarly we can write CH3 CH2OH. So ethyl alcohol, two carbons, ethyl alcohol. So its name is how many carbons? These are single bonds, N, pole, ethanol. Similarly 3 carbons, CH3 CH2 right, CH2OH. So 4 carbons. So it is said to be butyl alcohol, N-butyl alcohol. It is the common name. So according to IUPAC, so 4 carbons, but these are single bonds, N, this is OH, whole, butanol, right? These are the IUPAC nomenclature for alcohol functional group, right? If two OH groups are present on one compound, CH2OH. So how to write? Its name is, right, with 2 carbons, N, this is N, single bond, okay, ethane. So here 1 and 2, here OH, what is secondary suffix? Whole. Okay, here OH is repeated, that can be taken di, ethane 1,2 diol, ethane 1,2 diol. So if two OH groups are repeated, that can be taken as di 1,2. What its position? 1 and 2. 1,2 diol, ethane 1,2 diol. Suppose what its IUPAC? So this is glycerol. What its IUPAC? Propane 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 triol, right, in this way. So this is the IUPAC nomenclature for what is that? Alcohol, right. This is glycerol or glycerin, right. That is glycol, CH2OH, CH2OH, that is ethylene glycol, CH2OH, what its common name? Ethylene glycol. Next goes to ROR means ethers. So CH3OCH3, this is. So its common name is 2 methyls, dimethyl ether. So that's not important here. What its IUPAC? So one is taken alkoxy, and another one is taken alkane. What its IUPAC? Alkoxy alkane, right. So this is taken as alkoxy, this is taken as alkane, right. How many carbons are present in alkoxy? 1 carbon, that is said to be methoxy. So in alkane, how many carbons? 1 carbon, that is said to be methane. Alkoxy alkane, okay, methoxy, methane. So here alkoxy, methoxy is a substituent. This is the word root, this is the primary suffix, right. Similarly CH3, CH2O, CH3. So methyl, so this is methyl, this is ethyl. Methyl ether. So that is the common name. What its IUPAC? So this is taken as alkoxy. So methoxy. So in the alkane, how many carbons? 2 carbons. So that is ethane, methoxy, ethane. Similarly, we can take another compound like CH3, CH2O, CH2, CH3. So what its name? This is ethyl, diethyl ether. So that is the common name. So what its IUPAC? So this is taken as ethoxy, ethane. So this is the IUPAC nomenclature for ROR, ether. Now I am going to explain about another functional group. Right, carboxylic acid, RCOOH, carboxylic acid. What its name? Carboxylic acid. Okay. Right, we can take in for carboxylic acid like HCOOH. So what its name? Formic acid. Its general name is formic acid. Right. What its IUPAC? What its word root? How many carbons? 1 carbon. Meth. So this is the single bond. Methane. So this is COH. Okay. What is the secondary suffix of carboxylic acid? Oic acid. 1 oic acid. So is the first carbon, right? So our oic acid, if both are added, this E can be removed, we know that. So what its name? Methanoic acid. Methanoic acid. CH3 CH3COOH. What its common name? Acetic acid. Acetic acid. It is present in ants, it is present in vinegar, right? Acetic acid. So two carbons, its what root is ethanoic acid, ethanoic acid. So similarly, CH3, CH2, COOH. What its name? Propanoic acid. Propionoic. What its common name? Propionoic acid. Propionoic acid. But it is propanoic acid. Propanoic acid. Right. CH3, CH2, CH2, COOH. Similarly, butyric acid. Butyric acid. Its common name. So butanoic acid, butanoic acid, butanoic acid. So similarly, CH3, CH2, 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 COOH, valeric acid, valeric acid. So what its name? Pentanoic acid, pentanoic acid, right? So these are the IUPAC nomenclature for carboxylic acids. Next goes to explain another functional group like aldehyde. Like aldehyde. So what its formula? RCHO, RC double bond OH, both are same. RCHO or RC double bond OH. So HCHO. So its common name is formaldehyde. Formaldehyde. So formaldehyde is used to storing of died animals, right? Formaldehyde, HCHO. So according to IUPAC, what its word? One carbon, meth. So this is single bond, methane, plus for aldehyde, what is the secondary suffix? Methanol. So CH3, CHO, it is said to be acetaldehyde. So how many carbons? Two carbons. So this is a single bond, ethane. So it's what its secondary suffix? Al, ethanol. That is ethyl alcohol, that is alcohol, ethanol, this is ethanol. Similarly, CH3, CH2, CHO, propionaldehyde. So this is propanol. Right, one propanol. So here the CHO is present on first carbon, that is said to be one propanol. Right. This is the IUPAC nomenclature for aldehyde functional group. Next goes to ketone. So RC double bond O, R is said to be ketone. RC double bond O, R is said to be ketone. So that means CH3, C double bond O, CH3, C double bond O, CH3. Right. So this is dimethyl, two methyl groups, dimethyl ketone. So and its IUPAC name is, how many carbons? 3 carbons. Its numbering is given 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. The numbering is either given from right side or left side. So which is least per functional group, that is the right. So here both side from left side and second right side, the C double bond O group having a second position, right? So both are right. Right, what its name? Prop. This is single bonds N. Okay, here one is present at second. Here one is present at C double bond is present at second. So what its secondary suffix per ketone? One. So 2-on, or it can be, it is also said to be 2 can be written first, 2 propanone. Here E can be removed when secondary suffix is added to the primary suffix, 2 propanone. Similarly, we can write CH3, CH2, C double bond O, CH3. So methyl ethyl ketone, ethyl. So this is ethyl, this is methyl, ethyl ketone, ethyl ketone. This is methyl, this is ethyl ketone. So how to write? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the numbering is given from right side only, but not left side. If it is given left side, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if it is given left side, per C double bond group, what its position? Third. From right side, what its position? Second. Okay, which is the least priority? Second. So that is right. So the numbering is given from right side. That is right. So here, how many carbons? 4 carbons. Bute, A, butane, 2-on. So that means 2-butanone. Similarly, remaining compounds also, right? So this is for ketones. Next goes to amines. For cyanides, for example, cyanides. So RCN is said to be cyanides, right? So CH3, CN, CH3, C triple bond N. So this is said to be methyl cyanide. Its common name is methyl. This is methyl, this is cyanide. CN is said to be cyanide. Methyl cyanide. Now, so its IUPAC is nitrile. The numbering is given from 1 to. So 2 carbons is present. Ethane, nitrile, ethane 1 nitrile, ethane nitrile. Okay, right. So if we can take in some more carbons, CH3, CH2, CN. So ethyl cyanide is the IUPAC name. So it's how many carbons? 3 carbons. Propane, 1 nitrile. Its position is 1, 2, 3. The numbering is always given from functional group side. Propane, 1 nitrile. Right. This is the IUPAC nomenclature for cyanides. Now I am going to explain about isocyanides. RNC. Isocyanides. So CH3NC or NC, right? So this is a methyl isocyanide. Its common name is methyl. This is isocyanide. Methyl isocyanide. So here these carbons are not continuously. Here the carbons are not continuously. In these 2 carbons, nitrogen is present. So the numbering is given from this only. So how many carbons? 1 methane. So this is said to be per isocyanide. What its IUPAC? Carbylamine. 1 carbylamine. Methane carbylamine. Methane 1 carbylamine. Right. This is carbyl, this is an amine. Right. So methane 1 carbylamine. Similarly, same. So this is for isocyanides. Next, I am going to explain about nitro functional groups. Nitro functional groups. So RNO2. So CH3NO2. Right. Methyl. Okay, what it's IUPAC? Nitromethane. Nitro is the prefix. This is meth, one carbon, A, nitromethane. Okay, your carbon is linked with, your N is linked with carbon. Suppose, if N is carbon, here N is linked with carbon. Suppose, so this is ONO. Right, here in NO2, O is linked with carbon, that is said to be methyl nitrite. So that is the difference between these two. So what is the nitromethane? What is the methyl nitrite? Okay, in nitro group, the N is linked with carbon, that is said to be nitromethane. Or otherwise, like in NO2, O is also there, that O is linked with carbon, that is said to be methyl nitrite, like alkyl nitrite. So nitroalkane, this is a nitroalkane. RNO2 is said to be nitroalkane. RONO is said to be alkyl nitrite. So this is important. Alkyl nitrite. And next goes to explain another functional group. So alcohol ketone is over. Amines. Next, amines. So RNH2 is said to be amines. So here three amines are there. Right? Three amines. So amines again classified into RNH2, again classified into three types: primary amine, secondary amine, and tertiary amine. Primary amine, secondary amine, tertiary amine. So this is the primary amine, RNH2. Here one carbon is linked with nitrogen, that is primary amine. If two R means are carbons like alkyls. If two are linked with one nitrogen, that is said to be secondary. If the three R's are attached, so this is said to be tertiary amine. Right, this is the primary. If one R is linked with nitrogen, that is primary. If two R groups are attached to nitrogen, that is secondary. If three R groups are attached to nitrogen, that is a tertiary amine. Right. So this is the primary, secondary, and the tertiary amine. So how to given its IUPAC nomenclature? Listen to me. Right. So CH3NH2. So this is alkyl amine, methyl amine. So what is IUPAC? Okay, what is word root? One carbon, meth. Okay, this is the single bond, N, methane, amine. Its secondary suffix is amine, one amine. Or if one can be removed, methanamine. This is the methanamine. Methane one amine or methanamine. So suppose if we can take an secondary amine, so this is the primary amine. So sorry, this is NH2. Right. If we can take an secondary amine, so one is taken, one group is taken substituent. This is taken as substituent, and this is the parent chain. This is the main chain. So this is the main chain. This is the substituent. So what its name? So what its name? Okay, here methyl group is present. Okay, here methyl is the secondary prefix. So that is the substituent. So here methyl is present in N. So that is N-methyl. N-methyl. So how many carbons are present in straight chain? Parent chain, one carbon. Methanamine. 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 N-methyl methanamine. Right. If two carbons, two methyl groups are present. Two methyl groups are, so if three methyl groups are present on nitrogen, this is the primary amine, this is the secondary amine, this is the tertiary amine. Right. So one is present in parent chain, remaining two are substituents. Remaining two are substituents. So suppose if we can take in these two are substituents. So this is the parent chain. This is the parent chain. This is the parent chain or main chain. Parent chain. So how to write? So these two are same function, same substituents. So methyl, methyl, dimethyl, dimethyl. Here these two methyl groups are present on N. So another methyl group is also present N. N dimethyl. This is the secondary prefix. What its word wrote? One carbon meth. So what its primary suffix N? Methane. So what its secondary suffix amine? Methanamine. So N dimethyl methanamine. So this is the IUPAC nomenclature for amines. So what its name? Methanamine. Okay, alkanamine. So what it's N-alkyl alkanamine. So what it's right? N, dialkyl alkanamine. So this is the IUPAC nomenclature for amines, right? Okay, in the next video I will discuss about IUPAC nomenclature for straight chain carbons, right, and cycloalkenes also. I hope to clear this, everyone. Please subscribe our channel.